Our today's lesson is going to be on the scale factor ratio. A scale factor is a ratio comparing the scale measurement to the actual measurement. You're always going to be comparing a smaller size object to a larger size. All right, given two similar triangles, find the scale factor. So it's important to compare the sides that correspond to each other. For example, the hypotenuse. I have 4 radical 2 inches, but I don't know the length on this side. And notice this is in inches, this is in feet. It's important to watch the units. I do know the two bases. This is 4 inches, this is 12 feet. So the scale factor, if I go from small to large, will be 4 inches to every 12 feet. And you reduce it. I believe 4 divides into both, right? So you're going to get 1 to 3. That means for every 1 inch is approximately 3 feet. That's how you read that. All right, given two similar triangles, find the scale factor and use it to find the value of x and y. Okay, in this case, we have two similar triangles. The hypotenuse is x, the hypotenuse here is 15. But I know the base. This is 4, this is 12. So I can say 4 to 12. And again, that reduces to 1 to 3. That's my scale factor. Always reduce. So I'm going to use that. I can set up a proportion to figure out the missing sides. So for example, this is x. Remember, it's important to go from small to large, or if you start that way, stay that way. Or you can go from large to small. But I start at small to large. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to say x is to 15. And I set it equal to my scale factor 1 to 3. And after that, you just cross multiply. So 3 times x is 3x. And 1 times 5 is 15. If I divide both sides by 3, I get x to be 5. So x is 5. All right, let's see. What about y? We know this is 5. Y, you can do the same thing. But remember, y is on the bigger triangle. So I'm going to say 3 is to y and set that equal to 1 to 3. And I'm going to cross multiply. So I get y times 1 is y. 3 times 3 is 9. So this has a length of 9. All right, find the scale. Find the scale factor and use it to find the length of the missing side. So we're going to do the same thing on this. So notice I have the right angle, and notice this is rotated in a different way. So it's important to make sure the sides match. I have a short leg here. You want to match that with the short leg over here. I have a long leg. You want to make sure it corresponds to the long leg. But first, find the scale factor. So let's see. I have 2 short legs. I can say 1 to 7 if I'm going from small to large. And that's, you can't reduce that any further, so that's my scale factor, 1 to 7. And if I want to find what x is my long leg, so I'm going to say radical 3 is to x, and set that equal to 1 to 7. And you just cross multiply. So x has to equal 7 radical 3. All right, let's start with a real life problem. The scale factor of a model car is 1 to 24. If the actual car is 18 feet long by 8 feet wide, how long and wide will the model car be in inches? All right, so let's look at the scale factors 1 to 24. And let's start with the length. We want to change that to inches. So first, we have to figure out what the length is. So we're looking for this length, and we're given this in feet of the actual length. So we have feet to feet, and our scale factor is 1 to 24. And what you want to do is cross multiply. So what we're doing is converting the scale factor into feet. And once we get that, we're going to convert it into inches to get the actual length in inches. So you can get 18 feet is to 24. And that's what the length is. You want to reduce that. So I believe that 6 divides into both of those numbers, 18 and 24. So you're going to wind up with 3 feet to 4. But you want to convert this into inches. So you're going to multiply it by, because every 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. You want to convert that into inches. That's what we're doing. So the feet cancels out. 4 divides into 12 3 times. So that becomes 3 inches. 3 times 3 gives you 9. So then we know the length is 9 inches. Similarly, you do the same thing for the width. We know the scale factor is 1 to 24. And we set that equal to W, feet. We're given that the actual width is 8 feet. All right, and you cross multiply, so you can get 8 feet is to 24W, the width. So you're going to divide that by 24 to get the width. So you got 8 feet is to 24 feet. But you got to convert that into inches. Every 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. Again, the feet cancels out. And you could reduce 8 to 24. So I know that 8 divides to itself 1 time, divides into 24 3 times. So 3 divides into 12 4 times. So you're left with 4 inches is the width. So in inches, the car will be 9 inches by 4 inches. All right, this concludes our lesson on scale factor.